Hello people! A new animation of the lock screen for the Samsung Good Lock app has come to light, and it was immediately criticized. Samsung Good Lock is an app for setting up, designed to help users of Galaxy phones change the design of their home screens and lock screens, dials, the layout of the latest applications, icons on the navigation panel, the quick settings panel, and much more. The app is available in the Galaxy Store, and according to a tweet by the programmer Adon Samsung, a new animation of the lock screen for the Good Lock app has been created. The post, which includes videos with some of the new animations, is extremely critical of them, and Ice Universe leaves the dust, complaining about the animation of Samsung as a whole. He writes, lags, freezes, linearity and breaks. However, the post then hit as usual. Probably, I was in a state of shock that the unofficial experimental feature of the Good Lock may be unfinished or slow, and then I thought, although it does not prevent haters from turning on the shit, however, once again speaks of their inadequacy. If you are subscribed to our Telegram channel, friends, then you know my opinion, there are no perfect OS. Sometimes they send me top flagships of Chinese brands, which love the same ice, and they have literally half an hour to capture even more frequent lags and freeze the system even in an unloaded scenario. For proofs, again, go to my Telegram, the link to it is in the description or through the search engine of Technagary. Anyway, this does not mean that One UI should not progress, because there are really enough problems. And yes, the animation can be done better, and I suppose that Samsung will soon hear it. We are waiting for One UI 6 on the basis of Android 14. The first beta version was to be released for the flagship series Galaxy S23 last week, but was postponed due to some errors found during testing. Although today the official website Samsung Germany posted information about the old beta program One UI 6, however, soon this page was deleted. Most likely the guys were in a hurry, but the program itself will be released today or tomorrow. Another interesting thing is the image that the company attached to the chair. On it we see a new curtain in an open form, an absolutely new design, which is not even comparable to One UI at first glance, because the main feature is lost. We reach for this element with one hand, because that's what they're going to the bottom of the screen now. So if this is not a mistake, then we will have a new user experience. Let's see. Samsung usually first introduces the One UI interface into the current flagship series, and then begins to distribute it on the flagship phones of last year and the latest folding models. This year Samsung is going to release the first beta version of One UI 6 on Android 14 for mid-range phones A34 and A54 just a week after the update of the M23 series. In general, Samsung still has time to fix any animation and problems before releasing the final version of One UI based on Android 14. Samsung has just confirmed the official name of their next large mid-range tablets. Yes, Samsung has just introduced their latest and seemingly best Android tablets last week, and today we are already discussing the next addition of the company to the popular Galaxy Tab family. However, we are not talking about the still distant Tab S10 series, but rather about two cheaper brothers of the new Tab S9 and S9 Plus and S9 Ultra. Although we knew about the existence and relative inevitability of the Tab S9 FE and Tab S9 FE Plus for several months, today Samsung officially makes these two names official and thus 100% confirmed. However, the company has not yet planned any official event to launch the Tab S9 FE and Tab S9 FE Plus, and has not yet provided any details about the specifications, functions, prices or release dates. Instead, two high-profile names, simply mixed with several dozen existing Galaxy products, are on the standard website dedicated to Bixby in France, as noted by the review by the German journalist and insider Roland Klant. It is absolutely certain that adding two unreleased and unannounced devices to this list is currently a mistake by Samsung, but in fact, the names of the products are almost certainly accurate, and two products are probably not far off. Several recent rumors point to the September announcement of the Galaxy Tab S9 FE and Tab S9 FE Plus, perhaps together with the Galaxy S23 phone in the Fan Edition. And since their design has already leaked, two giant mid-range Android devices can see the daylight at any time within the next few weeks. It is expected that these alternatives to the iPad and iPad Air of the next generation, visually similar to the rest of the Tab S9 family, will have a computing power of Exynos 1380 and RAM up to 8GB, as well as other respectable features and functions. Of course, their main advantage is likely to be a large screen. The Tab S9 FE will be equipped with a 10.9-inch display, and the Tab S9 FE Plus is expected to reach up to 12.4 inches. In any case, people, we will keep you posted. Today, I apologize for my creaky voice, I blew it up a bit on the weekend. Thank you for watching, see you in the next video, good luck to everyone.